Raleigh Squall. We're underway. Both these teams have one win so far. Anthony DiGiacomo in the net for the Salty Crabs. John Cowan in net for the Squalls. That one goes all the way down for icing.
We don't need to play pretty, boys.
Back to the corner. Viverito putting, excuse me, that is Reed Southern over to Christopoulos. The Squall played in their white jerseys previous game. They switched to their blacks. Shot goes wide. Off the boards from Chris Valley. Up to Sunit Ahmed. But it was behind the line, and this will come all the way back. Goes back into the corner, and it'll be sent back into the Crabs bench. We'll do it again. Back to the Squall. Over to Southern. He'll try a shot off of Ahmed and hits the ceiling in the high danger area. House rule will restart the face-off. And they do rule that the Crabs are allowed to change this time, so fresh set of legs on. Won by the Squall, back to the launch. Shot just goes wide. DiGiacomo was screened on the play, didn't see it. Comes all the way back for Ennis. Plays it across to Reardon. We'll give a return to Ennis. Now we'll throw it around the boards. DiGiacomo comes out to play. Leave it, sends it around. Squall still possession. Back to Reardon. Back down the floor. Chris Lons being pressured. Out enters it. Shot off a leg and into the corner from David Lane. They go down. Ennis going across, intercepted. Back the other way for the Crabs is Ethan Ayer, but broken up. Here's Lons. Goes across. Shot. Saved by DiGiacomo.
Good.
Won by the Crabs, but they give it back away. Zodek will give it away. Throw it around Nick Balo. Sends them to left wing, 2-on-2 for the Crabs. Peeking around a couple of times is Brian Ingram. Tries a shot, saved by Cowan. Now for the Squall. Going to the right corner, pressured, trying to drive the net. Steered away by DiGiacomo. Ingram again. Recently won a championship in the local league as that goes all the way down for icing.
Look if there's anything here. Hey!
Says he has one.
Off the draw, the Crabs have it. Trying to push it back. Barbado the other way. He'll just tip in and we'll go off for the change. Off the boards. Will be intercepted by Southern. And it sends all the way down. Another icing against the Squall.
Sarah, do we have a screwdriver in that bag?
Up into the corner. Well, a hard send around. Nick Cassetta nearly had something. Comes back around behind the net. Sends it back over to Southern. Thinks about it. Shot into a blocker save. Back over to Southern, but knocked off the ball. Here's Hale. Off the right wing. One-timer. Oh, yeah! Did that go in? Yes, it did. I thought for sure that Cowan had that one, but the Crabs get on the board. The goal is going to Chris DiPiero. I thought for sure Cowan had that one, but somehow squeaked through. Brian hooks on the board to Lunds. Collision still going. David Lane on the left corner. From behind the net. And battle in front as Frost loses his stick over the net of a positioning battle in front of the crease. Here's Velo, lances the ceiling. Well, Cowan was going to make the stop anyway, so the face-off will come down low. Comes down on it, gets knocked off. A great pass to Velo. Shot is blocked by Viverito. Off the boards. Ennis will take control. Ennis looking at a double team. Some of the Crabs have been good in their first game, and that is defensive pressure. Down to Nate Walker. Crossover. Ingram. Knocked off the ball. Here's Lane going left. Chris Lons thinks about a shot, tries to pass, gave it away. Walker will just throw it down the floor. Cowan will play it over to Reardon. They'll send it around to BJ Goodwin as the Squall make a change. Sends it around over to Reardon. Over to Barbato getting pressured. Kevin Ebner with a good back check, and the ball goes out of play with 5:18 left in the period. False start. We'll do it again. Back over to Reardon. Pressured. Look at that back check. Penalty coming up. See who it's going to go against. It's against the Crabs, and it's going to be a hooking call. And the Squall will have our first power play.
JV, Justin.
Hey, Lon. You want 3 after?
Tyler Johnson going to the box. Picked up a goal in the game against the Squirrels.
Good win, Sammy.
Back to Lons at the point. Now crosses to Southern. Southern thinks about it. Tries a shot wide of the net. Looking for a rebound. And covered up by DiGiacomo.
Yeah, Is it really? Hey, can I see the view of it?
Well, it's there. It's not mine. Goes back to the point. Over to Mons. Down low shot. He scores! Sam Pulowski. From the circle, a power play goal. We're tied.
One's out. I didn't do anything.
Goes back. Gave it away. Barbados. Good poke check by Walker. The 24s go to the corner. Barbados back over to Southern. Shot blocked. Trying to get a rebound. Stick lifted. And the Crabs looking to counterattack. Velo back onto the end boards. Southern swats it but gives it away. Wide angle shot saved. Cowan lost sight of it for a moment. He didn't see where it was. It was under his pad, but the defense gives him some assistance. Zadek will take control for the Squall. Another new acquisition for them this season. Comes back to Reardon. Goes back to the corner. Back to Reardon. Shot wide the net. Ennis takes control, tries to center up. Taken away by Velo. Back and forth to Zadek. Goes wide to Pulowski. Good poke check. That'll be cleared away by Henry Chu. Now stretch pass. Back and forth by Brian Ingram. Shot going wide. Looking for Sunit Ahmed. He's beaten to the ball. But Barbados puts it back over to Reardon. Reardon taking his time, and now it goes up over to Jacob Ennis. Centering pass, shot and a save. Off the shot from Christopoulos. Down to Christopoulos again. Centering pass, Pulowski. Wrist shot in it. Wasn't clear if it was tipped or if DiGiacomo got it, but in any case, goes to the corner. Nick Cassetta back to Reardon. Pulowski in the circle again. Shot off the top of the net. It went in the net, but it will not count because it hit the ceiling.
Still down there. Still down there.
Goes back to the Crabs. And that's why that house rule is there, to prevent goals from being scored in that fashion. Here's Nick Cassetta on the right wing. Good pressured, wide angle shot. Whoa! That stick came down with snow on it. Comes back over to Southern, over to Christopoulos. Shot is blocked off of Chris Valley, one of the best defensemen in the Raleigh area. Shot and a block. Chris DiPiero, who has the goal for the Crabs. Back to Christopoulos on the left wing for the Squall. Centering pass, intercepted. Spinning off a couple of bodies, back to Southern. One-timer, he scores! Sam Pulowski, bang, bang! 2-1.
way around. 91-13.
Very good game between these two teams. And off the post! Denied by Fifi, our little nickname for the post. And off a couple of bodies right in front of the net as Lons came close to extending the lead. And a shot from Velo, it's saved. Going across over to Lons. Over to Lane, was looking for a tip, not available. To the corner, back to Lons. Down deep, Lane with a shot and a save. Through the feet of DiGiacomo, played off the boards. Back to Hooks. Down low to Lons, now going across to Lane. Less than a minute remaining in the first period. Looking to kick it out, unable, back to Lane. He kicks it back to the slot. Back to Hooks. And going all around, and Tiverito unable to finish. Another shot going wide. Velo up the left wing. He'll be icing.
First three, go.
And not a clean drop. We'll do it again. On by the Squall. In the slot, looking for a drive. Can't find one. It comes out toward the center line, kicked out. Ennis along the boards, taken away for a moment by Ingram, but Squall on the counterattack. Zoderick with a shot goes wide. Back behind the net, 8 seconds left. Back to the point. Bearden with a shot, save. Rebound attempt, 2 seconds. That is period. Very good period offensively. Came on a power play, and we get back underway. Bearden sends it back around the boards. Kevin Frost. Descended right. This Valley has been playing more of a defensive role. It has usually done on the scoring column. It didn't get all that much on offense last year. Back along the boards, they battle it out. Crowds come out with control. It's Chris Piero trying to drive it and can't get a clean shot. Like I said, he has the only goal of the game so far. And Nick Aceta also couldn't get a chance as Cowan pokes it away. Christopoulos gave it away to Frost. Back the other way. Ethan Air will just throw it around the board. Cowan will drop it off. Back up the right wing. Lane. Trying to power his way through. Goodwin with a shot going wide of DiGiacomo. They'll be down the floor. Maybe a chance for Air. Oh, but he couldn't beat the icing. It's going to come back.
Stick out as far as you can and work your way in. Just try and stick it around. He's not going to go around you like that. Yeah. Just watch the gap.
Back to Lons, trying to set her up off a body. Goodwin will recover. Try to go back to Lons. A little too hot to handle. Back the other way for the Crabs. It's Ingram, but he gave it away at the point. Viverito tries to center up, blocked by Valley. Tries a wide angle shot, nothing there. Back to Goodwin. Tries a tip attempt. Oh, that's a high stick by Viverito. And they're going to put this draw back to neutral. Back in front of us. Ingram clears the zone. Back to Goodwin. Viverito. Stretch pass left to Lons. Lons with a wrist shot save. Pops back out to Ingram. They'll backhand it up off a body that went off of Velo. Shot going into the corner. Back goes to Ennis. Going across, intercepted by Ahmed. And just throw down, and an icing again against the Crabs. One by the Squall, back to Southern. Thinks about it now, tries to pass the center. Can't find anyone. Off of Chris Christopoulos. Goes back to the corner, now back to Hooks. They'll try shot blocked. Good block by Ingram. But back to Zadek. Around the boards, behind the net. Centering pass and has some for Chris Christopoulos. But it rolls out of the zone. And look out, that goes out of play just a few feet from us.
Must not like
And the draw is going to come all the way back to the Squall zone with 6:53 left. Tie up. Ball have it. Southern looks for an opening, taking his time. Forwards going down to the blue line. Didn't get the right angle. Comes back to Hooks. Trying to keep it alive. Chris Christopoulos gets poked away. Zadek pokes it over to Barbado. Now back to Southern. He'll try a shot and a save. Barbado again crosses the Hooks. They'll wind up for a shot that goes wide. Off the back of the net, thinking wrap around. In the slot area, cleared back up, kicked back by Hooks. Zadek tries a shot, save, and sitting on the crease. Cleared away by Valley. Another attempt, blocked. Nick Cassetta back to Reardon. He'll wrist one. Second chance goes wide, went off of Barbado. Behind the net, the Squall with a lot of pressure. And finally, Tyler Johnson gets it out. Now DiPiero the other way. Close save by Cowan. Here's Cassetta swatting it down, but all the way to DiGiacomo. Back to Christopoulos. Joseph Pulowski tries to center up. It's blocked. Trying to find his way around. Henry Chu on the defense. Shot! He scores! I didn't see if Cassetta got a tip. We'll see if they did, or if this is going to go to Pulowski again, which would be his third.
If I'm there and he doesn't throw that, I'm pissed.
And they do give the hat trick to Sam Pulowski. Definitely the player to watch in this division. It's back to Ennis. Drop pass to Nick Cassetta. Going left. Christopoulos, wide angle shot over the net. Pulowski going around the net. A lot of defense in front. Back over to Ennis. Tries a wrist shot. Save! And DiGiacomo will make the cover. Pulowski had 4 assists in the previous game and has all 3 goals, so he's already up to 7 points in just 2 games. Won by the Crabs. Valley will clear the zone. Hooks. Was that offside? Yes, it was. And a little bit of chirping between Valley and Viverito, but cooler heads prevail. Comes back. Ingram glances off the ceiling. Gets in. Chases into the corner. And has something for Kevin Ebner. Knocked off the ball. They do hold his own. Good play by Chris Valley. And maybe Ebner with a chance wide of the net. Ingram trying to keep the play alive. Now back to Ebner. He'll try a shot off the ceiling and lands in the high danger area. 4:11 left. Won by the Crabs. Ingram with a chance, hits the ceiling again. It will set up another face-off. Tie-up. There's Ebner trying to go for the backhand block by Ennis. Ross trying to keep it alive. David Lane breaks through. Now it has to race down Chris DiPiero. He'll get it around the Frost. Over to Ebner. Good poke. Up to Ingram. Along the left wing. We picked up behind the net.
Wing.
Pick up Ennis. Heading left. Justin Viverito. Drops it back. Lons with a shot. Deflected wide. Lons again. Looking for an option. Drops back on. In the slot and almost had something cleared away. Goes back. Modi. Over to Sovereign. He'll try a shot. Blocked. DiPiero putting the pressure on. Ball comes loose. Viverito in the corner. Taking a couple of shoves. It comes back around the boards. Into the corner for Viverito. Sends it back over to Lons at the point. Lons will throw one in. TJ Goodwin comes onto the floor. Plays it back. Bearden will throw one. Deflected wide. Back to Viverito in the corner. Approaching 2:30 left in the period. Lons with a shot tip. Up and Oh, that's wide. Back over to DJ Goodwin. Backhands blocked. Crabs looking to clear the zone. They do, and they will go off on the change as that will hit Cowan. Stretch pass by Marion. Barbado. Trying to center pass, and they had two Squall sitting there. Had Chris Christopoulos waiting right there for the put in, but hit Giacomo with the cover. Back it goes. Shot. A blocker save by DiGiacomo. Goes back. Shot. He scores! Patrick Barbado puts in the rebound. It is 4-1.
Shot, Pat.
Less than 2 minutes remaining. Trying to break out of his Ethan there, but this ball back the other way. Barbado getting pressured. Chris Christopoulos with a shot off the glove of DiGiacomo. Back to the right corner. Pops out for Frost behind the net. Chris Christopoulos going across the BJ Goodwin. Shot is blocked by Ahmed. Knocked down by Zadek. Flips it and almost had something in front, but knocked right back. Around the boards, Balo goes back. Shot from Goodwin, and it's blocked by Frost. Back over to Ethan Air. 2-on-1. Shot wide of the net. Well, the Salty Crabs are getting a little burst of speed. Here's Chris. And he scores! It's Chris. His first. For what? What? Hold everything because the refs are getting together. The discussion maybe about whether that ball went all the way in.
Hook.
Because it looked like it did bounce off the post, but the question is, did it go all the way across? And I think that's what they're discussing now. And no goal. It's been overturned.
Hey, Chris, go count it. It counts in my book. It counts in my book. Hey, that's why ref here or there can't blow the call. It wasn't blown by the ref there. It was blown by one of you two. Huh? No, I'm just saying. I know, I'm just saying.
So they determined
blowing the stoppage, meaning whistle to blow to stop the play. That's what I mean. Not the talking. You're good.
So they determined no goal, but in any case, the Squall still hold a 3-goal lead. Olowski looking to go around. Ingram gets control. 40 seconds left. Shot is blocked by Hooks. Right back by Chu. Going back and forth, but intercepted by DiPiero. Here's a 3-on-2 for the Crabs. Trying to drive it. Johnson unable to get there. And a shot wide. Was looking for Nate Walker. It comes back around. Southern back around the boards again. Back and forth they go. Ingram is forced to play it back. Wide angle shot. Well, you don't see goalies make a save from that kind of angle with 1.5 seconds left. That shot came from behind the goal line. Now they have 2 seconds on the clock, and DiGiacomo is just about ready to head to the bench. They're trying to have a decision, and DiGiacomo stays in the net. He had his goalie mask partially off, but they... Latest goal by Patrick Barbado. As the Squall just continued to play their overload style game as that shot goes up and out of play.
What is that? Camera?
Comes back,
Good play, dude.
taken away. Burrito was trying to go for lines, was busy on a double team. And around a couple of times. Battle in front of the net, intercepted. Kevin Ebner trying to gain control. And just escaping is Ennis as a stick. Came loose, shot, and they score! Chris Lons. The Crabs were looking for an offside. They don't get the call. The Squall are up 5-1.
You guys can find out every call?
Because it was a very strange play. A stick came loose, was sitting at the blue line. It did hit Ennis on his way in, but according to the official, he was legally onside. It comes back to the corner as the Crabs now really feeling the pressure. Comes back to Barbado. He'll just lift it off the right end. Barrett Modi gains the zone. Now throws one off a stick. Back to the point. Southern goes down to Zodek. He'll just throw it down into the corner. Barbado try to center. Off a couple of bodies, goes down. Back to the other corner. It's Ahmed and Zodek. Zodek trying to push it out. Modi trying to help Zodek with a shot and a save. Bounces back behind the net. Barbado again back to Reardon. With another shot blocked. Barbado goes down and the Crabs on a 3-on-2. Going right, looking for Ahmed. Ahmed
Sorry.
goes back behind his own net. Southern waits for the change to complete. Now up to Modi. And he'll just throw it back down. But an icing, and he's going to have to be forced to stay on the rink. One by the Squall. Up and off of Frost, who tries to push it back in, intercepted by Reardon. Reardon loads up, but the shot goes into the corner. Christopoulos moves in. Nick Christopoulos.
Nick, go it! Nick, go it! Nick, go it!
Comes back. Over to Cassetta, shot and a save. Will be a push out of the zone, icing against the Crabs. back over to Ebner for the Crabs. He'll just clear the zone. But they're going to need to apply pressure very soon as time is working against them. Hooks over to Nick Christopoulos. Now he'll just throw it down to the right corner. And Frost goes to his right to Chris Valley. Peeks around one, now lifts it up. Hits the ceiling. Here's Pulowski. He'll drive it, but it gets interrupted on the way. Back to Nick Cassetta, pushed off by Velo. Now back to Ennis, who can't handle it.
Nick.
They just backtrack. Squall will go for one change. Up to Chris Lons, just coming onto the floor. He'll throw it back around. And big collision between Frost and Pulowski back behind the net. Down over to Brian Hook, but it gets sent all the way down for icing. Been quite a bit of those this game. Won by the Squall. Attempted shot is blocked. Off the boards, back over to Southern. He'll try a shot blocked by Ebner, but it goes down to the corner. One-timer blocked. Tries to get another block. Excellent work in the slot by the Crabs as it comes all the way down again for icing. Back and out of play. Both of those blocks were by Henry Chu, by the way. Tie up. And a quick shot and a save. Blocked down by Lane. Taken down on the board. Penalty coming up against the Crabs. Frost is going to the box and a shove after the fact. Well, is that going to be one or two penalties? It's a double minor. He'll get one for interference and one for cross-checking. Just frustration got the better of Frost, and he's going to have to sit for 3 minutes. Oh, and because it was...
It's a full 3 minute. Yeah, stack it 3.
You gotta break it up in case.
There you go. There you go.
We have 3 minutes out.
So a 3-minute power play in motion for the Squall. They've already scored one power play goal. Goes back shot, they score! Make that 4 goals for Sam Pulowski.
So minute 30. And then,
6-1 Squall.
it's a 7-1, right?
6-1.
6-1. Okay, never mind. My fault. Okay, so we're
You're right, because that would have left the clock. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So the penalty clock gets reduced to 90 seconds. So normal power play now, second penalty in motion. Comes down. Christopoulos back to Southern. Shot, save! Tries to go to a rebound, goes back to Southern. Now back to Pulowski. He misfires. As it comes all the way back, brought down by Cowan. He'll drop it off for Lons. Stretch pass. Valley trying to clear, unable. Back over to Southern. Yes, holds the line. Nick Christopoulos drops it back to Southern. Now goes across. Pulowski now back to Lons. Back to Pulowski. He'll try shot. He scores! It's a 5-pack for Sam Pulowski. Cannot recall in recent memory the last player to have scored 5 goals in one game. I was thinking the exact same thing. Mika Zibanejad of the New York Rangers did that a few years ago. Good stick lift. So now with a 6-goal deficit, it's a running clock. The Squall, in just their first 2 games, dominating the division.
One. Good.
It comes back the other way for Barrett Modi. Back into the corner. Flying across, Zarek. Trying to drive it. It's blocked back into the corner. Looking pretty certain that the Squall will go to 2-0. Drive-through penalty coming up against the Squall, and we'll touch up in a power play coming for the Crabs. With only 3:23 left, not sure if it's going to be enough, but it'll be a start. It'll be Jacob Ennis going to the box for interference. The Crabs are going to call their timeout. Even though that they're down by 6. With 3:23 left. Well, I mean, it's not impossible, but it's a long shot.
Again, 15 less seconds is the whole, right?
So if the Crabs are calling their timeout on this,
I kept thinking I had the ball.
I've been looking over at the Crabs nets, wondering if they were thinking about pulling the Giacomo, if they're going to use their timeout at this point. It does not look like they're going to.
No, I was trying to, it might got stuck between him and the boards. I thought I could drop it fast enough.
And one comes right onto Callan, but it comes right back to Frost. Comes back. They get punished for both penalties by Frost. Comes back across. One-timer goes wide from Ahmed. Got the clear, and look out as that comes all the way down to stick came flying. Went off of Velo, and now shorthanded attempt, shot and a save, rebound, and a whistle.
There we go, Lane. Do what? I think the sample.
Comes back for the Crabs. And going down, penalty coming, a second penalty, and it will be a 5-on-3 for 34 seconds. Southern heads to the box for tripping.
I had to get on the score sheet, come on. And Sam had both the power play goals, right? They're both. My bad. Who's lazy? 5-on-3.
But even with a 5-on-3,
I didn't mean to. You just took it walking.
so even with a 5-on-3 with just 2:27 left, I just don't think it's going to be enough. Comes back into the corner. And it doesn't help that it's a running clock right now. So each whistle is going to work against them until they get that one goal. Back to Frost. Goes back along the boards to Ahmed. The wrist one save by Cowan. Lands behind the net. 10 seconds left on the first penalty. And pops up over Frost's stick. Comes back. And Ennis will be coming back on the floor momentarily. And we're back to a regular 5-on-4. Valley on a getting double teamed. Drops back to Ingram. Shot and a save. Loose ball. And an early whistle. And the Crabs up in arms about it. It's been a frustrating period for the Crabs.
How dare you call me for? I'm so mad at you.
Good luck scoring 6 in a whole game.
Trying to drive it, he scores! Brian Ingram at least stops the clock at 1:14. But with it still being a 5-goal deficit, he's pretty much going to be drawing a dead hand.
Okay, got it.
But apparently there's a, I think there's a new rule this season, if I'm correct, less than 2 minutes. If it's a deficit of 4, if the final 2 minutes, the clock will run. So it's pretty much going to be over for the Crabs anyway. Their chances of coming back were going to be next to nil anyway. 35 seconds left. Taken away by Barbado. 3-on-2. It won't matter at this point with a 5-goal deficit, 5-goal lead for the Squall. Here's Ennis, backhands it up. Chris Christopoulos, shot going wide of the net. 20 seconds left. Back off the boards, thinks about it. Now just throws it right back to Zarek. Down low again to Barbado. 9 seconds left. We'll just throw it over the net. Rebound attempt. Stop by DiGiacomo, and that will do it. The Squall will go up to 2-0 off a dominating offensive performance. Final score 7-2 Squall.